Do you ever feel like you'll never fall in love, but you might be broken?
That's a really scary feeling.
Yeah. Well, we had a question. Some of you
Yeah.
awesome folks, and you're writing in awesome questions.
Yeah.
We want to encourage you. Can you summarize the question? Because
Yes.
it went into great detail and was awesome, but
Yeah.
we will keep it short.
So
This is Cathy Vartuli from the Intimacy Dojo, by the way.
and Reid from readaboutsex.com. And so this gentleman had written in and said that he's single. He's been dating monogamously. He's been in monogamous relationships, and after the 1 year mark, the relationships keep failing. And he's not sure if he's monogamous, so he might be dating outside his species, but is also wondering if maybe he just doesn't have the capacity to be deeply in love, so they could stay committed to one person.
Okay.
So
Get ready, folks.
Yeah.
I'm going to break this down.
Okay.
Okay.
We're ready.
So this is my take on this. Did I cut you off?
No.
Okay. So in the way that you summarized it, which I think was accurate to what was written in it, there's the assumption that if a relationship falls apart, we must not have been in love. Mm-hmm. If I was really in love, then we would stay together forever. Mm-hmm. That's a huge fallacy, by the way. That's a great romantic novel.
Yeah.
And, Jane Austen made a fortune on that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Writing those books. But
I don't know if she was actually rich, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, she's famous now, but she's dead.
Yeah.
She's a famous dead writer. So the idea that if you loved somebody, you would never break up, just understand that that's a cultural thing. Like, we have that woven into our culture.
Yeah.
It's not real. If you stay together forever, ideally it's because you like the relationship that you're in and it's a good fit for both of you. And then we're kind of into what I talk about, dating your species territory. Not knowing exactly what's going on for him or why their relationships fall apart. I think giving yourself some grace that, it's okay not to stay together.
Yeah.
And what are you really looking for in a relationship? And what are they really looking for in a relationship? Yeah. And if what they want is monogamy and that's not what you want, then you shouldn't be dating monogamous people. Mm-hmm. Even if they're amazing. Like, that monogamy and non-monogamy, living together in harmony is a tough one to pull off. Mm-hmm. And is really dependent on the people. It can be done, but it's not what I would advocate as a strategy. Mm-hmm. We're back to kind of dating your species again.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So I absolutely agree with what you said. And I think giving yourself a break, taking the pressure off of being broken can help you look at it more clearly. And I think that most people have fears of intimacy. It's just a natural part. It's scary. It's like jumping in the deep end of the pool and you don't know if there's piranhas or seals or otters to play with. Like, mm-hmm. We're never really sure what's going to happen. So I think it's always useful to explore it. Find a therapist or coach. Maybe if you've had 3 relationships and you're this concerned, maybe explore what are my fears around getting deeper and being more committed with someone. And that can be true whether you're looking to be in monogamous or polyamorous relationships. There can still be that fear of intimacy.
The other thing that was in the question was, he was meeting these really wonderful women that would be great mothers of his children. Or great mothers. So I'm just wondering, not knowing the situation, like, if you're breaking up because they want to be having children soon and you don't, that's a very valid reason to not stay together. Mm-hmm. Like that, again, somebody who wants to have kids and you don't want to have kids.
Or you might not be maybe too soon or...
Yeah, like that's kind of a thing. Like, that's a valid reason not to stay together. It doesn't mean that you don't love each other. It's like, wow, this piece right now, given on what our lives are about and what we want, this piece doesn't fit. This isn't congruent, and we need to not be together. I think that's fine. I don't think you should be ashamed about it, and you're not broken. You're not broken if you're not ready to have kids. You're not, broken if you want to have kids and you pick somebody who doesn't want to have kids. Just start having really frank conversations about your wants, needs, and desires and what's realistic. And I think it's perfectly fine to break up with somebody. Even if you have a great relationship, it's okay to break up over some really important things that are not good fits. Having children, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Because why would you want to have children with somebody or force somebody to have children when you don't, like, do you want the parent of your children to be somebody who didn't want? My pants are now making noises. That is my phone alarm, and I apologize. So, like, that's the thing. And I think that there are some really smart, honest reasons to not stay together, and no one's broken. If anything, you're both way more evolved that you're being real with each other.
And you might find out that relationships deepen over time generally. At a year, you might be finding out about things about their partner that you may not want in your life for the long term. So it doesn't mean that you're broken. But
yeah, and it doesn't mean that you necessarily that you have intimacy issues either.
It doesn't mean it. But if that is a fear of yours, exploring that, getting a couple of good books, talking to a therapist or coach, eliminate that fear, or get rid of whatever's in the way.
Yeah, good question. Thanks for asking it. Yeah. Hope that helped. Leave your comments. Subscribe.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.